Wow, it's time for another show full of tips and ideas from the sales growth leadership expert, Dean Akers. Known for his experience in hyper-growing companies and creating cultures for high-performance teams, here's Dean.
Well, welcome to your Sales and Leadership Ninja Show. I'm your head ninja, Dean Akers, and every week I bring you a rant to stimulate your thinking in either the realm of sales and or leadership. Today's show is a real passion of mine, and it prompted, as most of my shows, by the previous week, just different things that happened. And it really has to do with your past customers and leads, by the way, are true gold. So many times I meet companies, managers, salespeople, and they're always trying to get new business. Well, that just goes without saying. You can't survive without getting new business or repeat customers or whatever. So today I'm going to get back on my stool, if you will, and remind all of you the value of the people that you've done business with in the past. This also applies to the leads that you've gotten in the past that you think are dead or that you let them die. So many people I know get leads, they don't get instant gratification, and they're gone. And then the big question becomes, are those leads good? The answer is most of the time, yes. Actually, most of the time, yes, especially inbound leads. If you're just buying a list of people and banging phones to try to get people interested, not so much. But inbound leads and past customers are gold for you. So one of the foundations of this thought process is, what is the lifetime value of your customer? What is that worth to you? If you're a company, what's it worth? What's it worth to you as a salesperson if you're on commissions and stuff? Now, if you're just salaried and you're just banging phones and you don't care, then you need to tune out right now, because this doesn't apply to you. This applies to people where they have an opportunity to really be successful in sales, whether they're a company and or individuals. So when we talk about their actual value and we dissect companies and we look and we say, okay, what is their value to you and lifetime value? It's shocking how many companies and CEOs don't even know the real value of their customer. They'll anecdotally say, oh, they're worth a lot. And I'll go, what's the definition of a lot? But they don't know. When we dissect that, we start translating it back into marketing, getting customers, growing their business, hyper-growing their business. It all comes back to just crazy, stupid numbers. So I can't even begin to emphasize how shocking this is to me. Then I can't emphasize to you how important this is of really engaging your past customers and past leads if you really want to hyper-grow your business. This is the real value that I've found when I've gone in and hyper-grown companies and really made things happen. So many companies I run into is they're talking about the new deal. They're always looking for the new deal. So why is today's rant so spot on? People look for opportunities, both sales and companies, to grow their business. When we look at how they follow up on leads, it's a disaster for the value they have. Now, in many cases, and this happens, again, I get on a rant, I've got a couple cases where the clients are worth tens of thousands of dollars to the companies and thousands to the salespeople. So here's the questions I'd ask if this remotely sounds like you in sales or you as a CEO of your company. How do you keep unique relationships with your past customers and your past leads? That's the question. How do you keep unique relationships with your past customers and your past leads? Most people are always running down the road chasing new, and they never look at their past customers or their past leads. Do they get handwritten notes from you on special events like Mother's Day, their birthdays, the birth of one of their children, anniversary of their marriage. The list goes on and on and on. When I pose this question to salespeople or leaders of companies, they'll always say to me, and it's comical, they'll go, well, we're probably not as good as I should be or we should be. Then I ask them this question, and this is me being the ultimate smart ass. I ask them, does it really look more like not at all? And that's where I get a smile, and they go, yep. So do you think a prospect or a client, a past client, is worth additional value to you, both as someone that could buy again or refer your business? I can't even begin to tell you how many of my past clients have actually become some of my best referral sources when they've done and can't buy anymore. They can't even buy anymore. But people see the results they got and say, how did you get those results? And they go, I did business with blah, 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 or they helped me with blah, blah, blah. So having a past relationship with clients that you've already done business with is huge. It's huge. So I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to judge you today, but if you want to take care of these basics and think of all the basics, I'm here to get you stimulated. Can you look in the mirror and say that you're doing that? And my experience, again, shows that most of us are not really doing this touch follow-ups with our past clients and our leads that didn't turn into clients. So I challenge you, take 10 minutes a day and work on creating these special touches for your past clients and your past leads. Make them feel special. Drop them a note on Memorial Day. Drop them a note on Labor Day. Drop them a note on their birthday. Get personalized with them. Not an email blast. Not one of these internet things where you put all the stuff in and from then on it automatically generates this hypothetical printed card to them that everybody knows is automated. And we know if this client's worth that much to you, why are you shortcutting? When I talk to salespeople and they're shortcutting, I ask them, how much have you made? And most of the salespeople that are shortcutting, they go, well, I made 80 grand or 100 grand. I go, you want to make 200 grand, 300 grand, 400 grand, $1 million? Don't shortcut. Because when you make 200 grand or you make 100 grand, if you make 100 grand a year, 100 grand a year is worth $50 an hour. So when you have a customer worth $10,000 to you, look at what the value is to do these unique touches, to reach back, to remember their birthdays, to remember all this, and it will change your life. This has been the core to the success of me hyper-growing previous companies and the core to the success in creating ninjas, salespeople that make over 200 grand a year. And people that make over 200 grand a year in this formula were people that traditionally made 80, 75, or 100 with their various businesses. So it really does work. Personally, it's made me millions. So I challenge you to look at the value of your past leads and your past customers and work on those unique touches. And have them remember you again and why they loved doing business with you. It's crazy how it works, and it always works. Operative word, always. So, thanks again for letting me be part of your journey. I love my listeners, and I always hope that what I share will help at least one of you every week. Thanks again for tuning in, and my book, Self-Talk, Think Like a Child, is available on Amazon. And again, I appreciate all the questions and interactions I get every week from people that email me at deanakers.com, and that's a real email. It comes to me, and I'm always glad to help. So I want you this week to go back and mine those past customers and mine those past leads. Become a conscious gold miner and get the gold out of the past customers and the past leads. have a great week.
We hope you enjoyed this week's show. Subscribe today to our podcast and send questions or thoughts to help@deanacres.com. Also, visit us at www.deanacres.com to listen to prior shows and view helpful videos. Also, great tips to download. Thanks again. See you next week.